Fire in the hole. I had to get out of the way.
I was in Vietnam. We were doing programs in the 60s.
Whoa! I knew it was coming. Okay, the doctor's kit. Potions. More potions.
We have two, the howitzers, I still consider myself a part of this, have two parrot guns. And sometimes we'll double and triple load them.
Triple load them?
And if you want to bang, you'll know what a big bang is. When you triple load the parrot and you're fighting, like say we have like 8 to 12 cannons on the line. Yeah. You know, like bang, bang, bang. When a parrot gun goes off, it's like 3 times.
Ba-bam.
Ba-bam.
Surgery after someone gets shot. Ooh.
But it usually gets a good reaction.
Sorry. It's okay.
I took a picture I got over there in November of '68.
Yeah, he's all done.
I'm going to do it again. Yeah, they're going to load it again, aren't they?
No. He's just cleaning right now.
Surgery.
Another thing.
The way you tell if you ever wanted these again, you'll see a guy with a white string. It's attached to the back of the cannon, and he'll be standing like this with the white string real tight like that. When you see that, that's when.
Okay, and this is the McGuire home, Winchester, Virginia.
Yes. So Dr. Hunter McGuire was the medical director for General Stonewall Jackson, who is the Confederate general. The McGuires had 7 children. The 4 sons, by the end of the war, all of them served in the Confederacy, as well as Dr. Hugh McGuire, the father. He was a medical director for a hospital in Lexington, Virginia. The 3 daughters stayed at home with the mother throughout the war in Winchester. Winchester was known as a war zone town, also a hospital town. So it was a very important place. Both the Union and the Confederacy wanted to control Winchester as well as the entire Shenandoah Valley. So the town changed hands 76 times throughout the war.
How long was the war?
4 years.
Wow, 76 times.
And so Winchester was occupied by Union troops 48 times.
Huh.
The McGuire home would be used, we would have to house Union officers. They would be quartered in our home. By the end of the war, the house was taken over as a Union hospital, and the McGuire ladies were put under house arrest. So they could still live there, but they couldn't leave. So it was a very difficult time for the ladies, but they did stay at the home. The first reason was because the oldest daughter, Mary, she had tuberculosis. So it would have been very hard to even move her in the condition that she was in. But also they felt that if they stayed in the home, there would be a better chance that there would be a home for the men to come back to, which was true. Although there was damage to the home, at least at the end of the war, they had a home to live in. So very difficult time, but the ladies, they supported their men by making supplies, making shirts, knitting socks. Because we had 2 doctors in our family, we obviously knew what the medical needs were, so we would make roller bandages, sponges. We were growing herbs in our kitchen garden so that we could save them for the men. As medicines were not available as the war went on, they had to go back to home remedies and using herbs. So we would spend our days making supplies, storing them away, so as we had opportunity.
And what happened when the town transitioned to Confederate?
Well, it was a Confederate town, so when the Union would come in, it would be occupied, and depending upon what Union general was in charge of the occupation, would determine on how the civilians were treated. So in 1862, Union General Banks was there, the town was occupied. We had some restrictions, but that was nothing compared to what would happen the next year in 1863 when General Milroy came in. And so he was much more strict. He was very harsh on the Confederate civilians. So we couldn't buy food unless we took an oath of allegiance to the Union, which none of the Confederate civilians did in town. So it was a very hard time for us. No more than two civilians could meet on the street and talk. Otherwise, they would split you up because they didn't want you conspiring against them. That's when we had Union officers quartered in our homes. The whole town was on information lockdown. So we couldn't get mail out, we couldn't get mail in. So our men had no idea what was happening to us in the town. So it was a really harsh time. It was very difficult. Fortunately, the town was liberated as the Confederate Army moved north on what we would then come to know as the Gettysburg Campaign. So at that point, Milroy was
And
shut
Winchester, now I seem to recall because I lived in Alexandria. So Winchester is about, what, 30 miles from Alexandria? Or?
I can tell you that it's about 70 miles west of Washington, D.C.
Okay, 70 miles then. And then it's an historic town, right? So it's maintained as a historic
There's a
town.
historic district, and the McGuire home is still standing. It's used as law offices now, but at least the building itself is still there. So
Very
there is
interesting.
quite a historic district.
And you guys go out to schools and things like that to talk, or not really?
My daughter and I, we mostly do reenactments. We do about 5 of those a year. My daughter has a business called Gazette 66.5, so she does, there's actually some information here. So she does public speaking, and she is actually going to a school for the first time next month.
What do you mean? Oh, to a school to visit?
Give a presentation.
Oh, okay.
But she speaks at like the different round tables, Confederate and Union. She'll go and do talks there. She's published a book, and she's also hosting a Civil War conference
Wow, nice.
in June. So that's going to be down in Temecula. I don't know if you're interested. There's going to be 7 speakers there.
Cool.
It's a 1-day conference, and the price includes lunch with it. So we have flyers if you're interested.
Yeah, you got two dollies. I see. Handmade. Look how beautiful that is. Handmade. Nice. Okay, it's the Morse code maker. I want one of these. So,
Isn't that neat? Just like going back to 1865.
yeah.